Alizé drinking blood and eating brains. Where did that come from? Where did that whole scenario come from, bro? Break that shit down to me.
It's going like there's got to be like a portal there, right?
In one of the videos, she put the shovel in the ground, and you could see it went like this. But she was cleaning the grate, and there was another one where there was a plant box, and the roses from the plant box. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and then it's a separate room. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a month.
Another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos very smooth, seven. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Clay to grow, helps Clay to get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content happy with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching on TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was 7. Maybe a trigger one or two. I hope not. But I appreciate y'all. I did have to go ahead and give a shout out to Wonk, the God. Happy belated birthday to Tawanda, ITF. And also, happy birthday to Still Standing. And it's not the name on it. I'm not sure if the actual name. I just remember from Instagram. Still Standing. Optimus Prime speaks. I do got to shout out you and your wife. Your birthday on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, but we ain't I have to give you a shout out now. Shout out to Ben M. New York. Shout out to Buffalo. Y'all be going away. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
So it's a known fact that Mexican cartels and leaders in Mexican cartels are fascinated with exotic animals like tigers, and oftentimes they will feed their victims live or dead to these animals. Now, I couldn't track down any information about that video I showed you at the top of this, but I'm assuming that that man was then killed by those animals. However, these are some of the tigers recently seized in the last few years by Mexican authorities when they have busted some of these top cartel leaders, and there are dozens of headlines on the internet of stories just like this. For example, right here in April of 2023, Mexico seizes 10 tigers, 5 lions in a cartel dominated area. They did not identify the owner of the land where those animals were found, but that township, as it says right there, has been the scene of mass graves and cartel executions in the past. And disturbingly, this news article about the sons of El Chapo Guzman is incredibly disturbing. It talks once again about how El Chapo's sons would feed their victims, living and dead, to their pet tigers, and they usually watched all of this happen. They cheered it on like some sort of sick, twisted gladiator-style execution. And this is unrelated, but I found this to be extremely disturbing. The news article goes on to state, in another chilling description, federal prosecutors allege that 2 of El Chapo's sons were involved in the capture and murder of 2 Mexican federal law enforcement officers in 2017. One of the officers was interrogated and killed, while the other was tortured in front of El Chapo's sons by the cartel's hitmen, known as Ninis. Quote, for approximately 2 hours, members of the Ninis tortured Victim 5 by inserting a corkscrew into Victim 5's muscles, ripping it out of his muscles, and placing hot chilies in his open wounds and nose before being shot dead. So, as if you need another reason not to mess with the cartel, this is just another reason not to mess with the Mexican cartel.
Yeah, facts. They be kicking shit down. I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. I don't trust NASA.
Fishing utensils. They're made from recycled electronics. PDs and computer. Because not too long ago, I seen this TikTok where this lady was saying, "Do not warm your food in black takeout boxes, that too, black plastic takeout boxes, because that black plastic is made from recycled electronics. And then I Googled it. I was like, no, ain't no way. And yes, you have like black plastic spatulas and spoons and stuff. You're mixing up your eggs right with this black plastic, and that spatula gets heated up a bit. All of that stuff is seeping into your eggs. You got scrambled eggs and TV, scrambled eggs and computers. I was telling my students today, and I was like, damn, can the government at least act like oh, they at least they like us? Because why are you using recycled TVs and computers to make kitchen utensils? I just, what's the reason? So, anyways, if y'all have black plastic kitchen utensils, put them away.
I don't really like they like this because I feel like they doing that now, and they confusing certain individuals. Maybe not me, maybe not you watching, but they confusing some individuals. Some individuals believe everything that them people say. The news, doctors, they believe everything these people say. I feel like I'd rather them just come forward and let us know what it is from the jump. Let us know what side you on. We gonna let you know what side we on, and we gonna go from there. Whoever wins, the last man standing, this one to win. This man wins. That's how I'd rather it be. Let's just get it over with. And that's the weekend. And this chaos is the fact that we can heal from it. Now, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinion. I'm just speaking my opinion. You may not feel that way. They know none of it.
Who are noticing what's going on. In this picture, I can see her soul there, and in this picture, I cannot. There, in this picture, not so much. Same story. You literally can't tell me it isn't super noticeable. Somebody is connected to their soul, and when it's missing, it's absent. Like, honest to goodness, just look at that. Look at his eyes. You can see that there's a soul sitting in the driver's seat controlling him. And here, that is scary, genuinely. Like, you can literally see his presence. Here, not so much. It seems empty and like he's a shell of himself. Like, you couldn't convince me in a million years that this fucking behavior is. Eyes are the window to the soul. No, he.
I mean, that's too many damn coincidences.
You people in the physical because you have no idea what their spiritual rank is. Once people realize that life is way more spiritual than physical, we'll be spiritual realm way more gangster than the physical. Let's talk about it.
About I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
1994. I'm trying to see if you guys actually had people here from that, if that like actually what it was, because there's not one in Oakville.
No, there's not. A hospital in Clarion or
Oh, okay.
we didn't open until 2005.
Okay. Station closed. The hospital closed. There is literally no evidence of the shit. And then all the goop gone. Coming for us, dude. The government. I feel like every one of these videos, the government is getting closer and closer to me.
Why they telling me? They told me, yeah, be careful around Lil Zay. They drinking blood and eating brains. Where did that come from? Where did that scenario come from, bro? Break that shit down to me.
Drink blood and eat bread. Let that shit, folks.
Like, what do
You know what
that
I'm saying?
mean, bro? Like, don't be. That's like vampire type shit, gang.
No, I already know it's like vampire type shit, but
That's a
like
real one.
that's real deal. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. That's real deal.
Don't front
We
my
drink
brain right.
They saying that shit out loud, bro.
Happening in France. Crazy. BlackRock is heavily involved in this Mercosur trade deal. It's a long-planned EU free trade agreement and would create one of the world's largest trading zones covering 780 million people.
Sounds good.
Except it's not.
Why? Why?
Because it will primarily be about agriculture. It takes away all regulations that Europe has strongly held to with pesticides, with all these things that go into foods like American food. All the farmers of Europe will basically lose their jobs. But so far, only 2 countries have voted yes on it in Europe. And the rest, including Macron, has said no. But all these protests are happening, and all these farmers are literally dumping manure.
Say what you will about the French, they know how to protest.
They really do. They brought a whole tractor of pile of potatoes.
That's hilarious.
And this is where France government goes. So there's multiple layers to why these farmers are protesting. There is this cow disease going around in France and other Europe. It's called lumpy skin disease. It doesn't spread to humans. France and other European countries, if one cow has this disease, they'll come in and kill all your cows.
Does it affect their meat, I guess?
No, it doesn't.
They're just taking advantage of the situation.
Yes, but BlackRock is heavily involved in this agriculture and the cow stuff. So BlackRock, they're buying these companies, so they basically want to be the providers of food for Europe.
Dude, for real. I know that.
Because
They're already done with us because it's happened.
yeah.
And
Onto the
that's-
French.
Now can see exactly what's lining up. Spam, put it in the comments and let me know who can see what's coming. If they otherwise, you might agree. I think that once they done with us, they was going over there to get them, because once they get them, it's a timeline, bro. It's an agenda they on. When they get everybody, currency change. Now they about to give y'all the scraps of food while we still got food in them underground bunkers, underground tunnel, cities. They gonna fund for the people, and then they gonna give us the scraps or what they put into the food, and then they gonna make it more or less a scarce resource for us to get. We ain't gonna have no food. They gonna starve us. We gonna live in a stressful environment. We become instead of it being a project for a certain area, we're gonna be a project. No, get our yes. I guess that ain't true. But that's what I think their plan is. Yes, I think that's the plan.
If you want to have an out-of-body experience, then follow the instructions that Stranger Things is giving you. The reason why 11 goes into a cold water bath, because this is just one method to dissolve the senses of the nervous system. When you dissolve the body, you no longer feel the body by remaining very still, and you dissolve the mind, you enter a trance. You know that moment just before you drift off to sleep? You're half awake and half asleep. This is what you call a trance. And when you dissolve the mind and body, you connect with your awareness. And this allows you to have an out-of-body experience, a lucid dream, or even astral projection into an astral realm.
Ain't got to the astral projection yet.
Hunger leans forward in amaze. His eyes sudden unbelief. Yes, so big as turned pockets fed with food. 300 square miles of land. Land that might be in New Mexico or Arizona. Years alone will prove hunger has discovered the one oasis in the shadow of the. It is for 50 piles right now. The astounding, undreamed of fact is over a chain of warm lakes whose shores, except for small patch, are free of ice. Men hunger circles the largest lake 5 miles long. Comes in the landscape. Must be reported. Use the water 30 on the shore. The food of the pool. of minerals is most important to civilization. Well, your mountain ranges peak 20,000 feet above sea level. The types of battle engines overlapping exposures every 3 seconds, photographed from horizon to horizon. A mountain of salt. Third later declares Antarctic mines is once tapped to supply the world's coal needs for centuries. These official motion pictures can give only a fraction of the miles of photographic records accumulated on this expedition of the Navy. Those mapping film will take 5 years to assemble. Find these and radar magnetic detectors, accurately recording mineral discoveries of immense value for the future use of all mankind. England, Norway, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and South American countries, and Arctic territory. The United States recognizes no claim, and so far has made no formal claims for itself. But international policies cannot concern the Admiral now. His duty is to keep his flying laboratories functioning, to fulfill his dream of a lifetime.
Celebrities actually fallen angels from the Bible?
Chances that all celebrities and well-known names that you've heard of seem to have lookalikes from the past. Seriously, what are the chances that the most well-known people of today also happen to have lookalikes of the most well-known people from the past? How is it possible that the most relevant people in today all happen to have portraits of them hundreds of years ago that were also relevant enough to have a portrait of themselves? Try and search for old pictures and portraits of people that look like you. You're not going to find them. There just so happen to be pictures of people, most famous people now. And they also happen to be the most famous people. You get what I'm saying? Like, why is it only the most famous people you know? Just people that you see on your screens every day. Strictly people that have influence. And not only did they have influence, they have influence now, today.
I'm tired of being like, and I'm beginning to think if you're following me, then it was it to inform us and let us know that a dog's tongue was cleaner than ours. Because look at this. Because I don't believe in what a dog's tongue looks like.
Oh my god.
This is a dog eating some dog food. Okay? This is what you let kids do after eating its food. Look at this, y'all. What is this? I never because why would a dog's tongue have all of this activity on? What are they putting in the food? What are they doing to the food? I've spoken about this before. You guys see a cat looks like a line, bro. These animals' tongues cannot be cleaner than ours. Wait, we are very who said this? It couldn't have been one of us. Look at this. What is this? What is this? It looks like a whole bunch of tadpoles swimming. Yeah, America, I'm tired of being lied to, man. It's time for new everything. This shit gotta go. All of this information gotta go. It's time for new everything. New history books, new everything. All this gotta go. Ain't no way in hell you're going to tell me the tongue of something that literally picks up feces. Any everything's tongue is cleaner than ours, y'all. Not human at all. Not humanly possible at all. This right here is. Let me know what you guys think about this. What is this, y'all? The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
household I grew up in, this wasn't no shit that we believed in. Put it like that. No, do we have dog? We didn't have dogs in the house. My grandfather was not the type to believe dogs belong in the house. He didn't believe that. He said it's an animal. It's supposed to stay outside, and it's supposed to protect outside. That's what he said. For us to be able to have dogs in the house, I used to say on this here at school, man, the dog's mouth is the cleanest thing in the world. My family would go off on me. So I believe in this shit. That ain't true. That ain't real. They used to always, and they like my family was hard on me as a kid. They use your brain. Think about it. How can a dog's mouth be? Like, he be wiping licking his own ass like they be going off. What? I'm gonna actually send this to my mom's and shit later just to see her reaction for her to be like, I already knew that. There's some people who really it's gonna probably disagree with this. There's gonna be some people who will agree. If you do let your dog kiss you in the face, that's your life.
They can get their
I'll
own
be damned. I don't
microphone.
even like dogs licking my leg when I'm around. But get your dog. I ain't trained, bro. And that's how I feel like with my dog, what I would have with other people. Like, I don't know, y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. Do y'all agree with them? Do y'all disagree with them? I didn't have to see this to believe it. I already knew that. I don't like dogs licking me in general. Stay your ass off. I will pet you. But that's all right, bro. Be cool. But stop licking me. I get it. It's a way to show love. But that shit dirty. Don't do that. I didn't even know they was having a protest.
This little, what is this? Charity Fathers, Great Floating Island. This is Florida. This is the land of Bountiful. This is Canada. This is the United States. This whole thing, California, Israel. Unknown map of Americas as a turtle island. As you can see, the landmass is shaped like a giant turtle, so the name Turtle Island is fitting with that. Just like a turtle, that's the head. Florida, New York is here, California, Texas, Mexico, which is right here would be the neck of Mexico, north and south. Illinois, in here, let's read about it. America is the old world. Book of Solomon 2, verse 12 says, flowers appear on earth. The time of singing of birds is come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land. 57. Yeah, the fork in the stomach of heaven goes for appointed sign, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming, but my people know not the judgment of Mashiach Yahushua. Israel. Heard. Today's not.
I mean, if we can't believe in coincidences, why start right now?
He's involved, but he's involved in this shit. He got placed it. Like, see, people don't understand and God. And if you notice, he called himself J.
So I was 11, 12. I'm gonna do you like baby them to me. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
Too, man. I'm a rapper. These parties and all that. Don't be curious, man. Don't be opening doors and all that.
Cat Williams told you to open the door.
Bro, we open the door, saw it. And so
And it was people that you were familiar
What you never expected. They be having these big ass parties in the kitchen is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous. I'm excited in a month to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms when they look in the wrong room and shit.
Don't get what Lil Wayne said misunderstood. Supposedly, he wasn't talking about Baby doing that to him, and he wasn't talking about a male. He was talking female about Baby and Manny Fresh and all them when he was young. Gave him a grown woman while he was 11, however age. Don't get misunderstood because he wasn't talking about no guy going in him and shit. That's not what he was saying. He was talking about he gonna do his homie the way he was done, which he gonna let his homie get a grown woman while he's underage, like he had. And that's why he said he loved it. You know, we gonna speak on truth here. Now, that was what he was really talking about. The rest of it, told y'all about the Hollywood party I was supposed to go to. And the thrive, she was like, "What did you like? Did you know this?" And I was like, "I didn't know. My manager put me on. She told me to just go. Just at the point night. It was in LA, actually in Hollywood. We go, and they tell us what we got to do. Would be take the bottom off. You got your top, you got your shirt, but the bottom of the be off. You got to get the bottomless party. We didn't go. Let's just keep it like that. We didn't go. So let's get real. They ease you in though. They ain't gonna just tell you this is when it's gonna happen. Like they ease you in, bro. And if you accept little small steps, you gonna find yourself in a really effed up position when you realize how many steps down the wrong path. And there ain't no turn, ain't no form of returning. Y'all stay up.
Found a very old map that shows our calendar completely different. I dive into old maps and I find some crazy anomalies. And this one shows the beginning of the year starting in March. Oh, and you can also see right here, shows paradise in like the Asia area. But we'll save that for another video. I want to calendars too. And please comment if you have any thoughts on this. The calendars used to start in March or April, and then they changed everything. I don't know if you knew this. Also, they used to have 13 months, which were like lunar calendars. This one shows 12 months here, but it shows the beginning. Just zoom out. The whole freaking map. It's beautiful. 14. And it shows the beginning up top here, March. Martrol. I don't know how you pronounce that in Latin, but this is all in Latin. If you ever took Latin in school growing up, hit me up in the comments. Latin. I took Latin as a kid growing up, and I wish I could read this better on this map, but I love this map because it's a real old map. It's not like a reprint. It's the real deal. Check it out. It's so cool. This guy only did 3 of these. And if you look around like the, I would love to be able to read stuff along here that coordinated with, yeah, just really neat. I'm gonna try to find his He only had 2 other maps. Find them as well to see if there's anything I can find on there. Like I would love to be able to understand what was actually written here, put through these areas, but just thought it was a really cool, interesting map. There's a lot of different anomalies on here. Check it out. Like here's Babylon right there. In this map and more videos, please stay tuned. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the support. And until next time.
I want one. Mad.
You ain't gonna want to miss this one. Blowing. My grandfather, Joachim, was born in 1889. I was just an 11-year-old boy when he left. He would all his life tell stories that, while incredible, he swore. He used to say that was when the fish in the river and throw his line just as the fog would start to dissipate. In this case, it's huge fish, not much difficult. My grandfather was a curious man by years old, and almost every time, early on in the morning, he would notice some stories on the riverbanks on the opposite side where he was. Another county occupied the area, so it didn't make sense that without fail at 5 a.m. every time. He'd see them seemingly human in the water, and he always found this really interesting. He got in his canoe, but instead of going directly to the shore where they used to go, he decided to travel further upstream. On the mainland, he hid his canoe among the vegetation and hide out like 28 meters away from where he could see those people. The next morning, like clockwork, at the crack of dawn, they left him without breath. I saw several groups, entire families, but they were not human. They had an upright body, with a scaly, resembling dry leather. Faces were yet with shorter snouts. The smaller ones water and land. They didn't speak, but communicated with people in disguise, or they were carrying dead caimans on their shoulders. They were alligators. He said the most one who remained seated on the bank, and but his appearance was unmistakably reptilian. To move back, as fear paralyzed him, and he feared making noise. Saw the farmhouse, and it had gotten too late. He just wanted to return home. And so he saw at the foot of a large tree. The grandfather fell seriously ill. He always suspected that it was related to what he had witnessed, but eventually he was years old, and until his last day, he still lived there. The primitive forests of Brazil. The hills out, right?
Oh, bro. When they said watch the waters, these are in the waters, bro.
Yep.
Right? Anunnaki. Hey, bro, no, the damn red trees, bro. Consume them and bring them.
Oh, you do shit, bro.
I feel like it's connected. I'm carry tricks to play. They'll tell you that, what's the waters? The feed gonna tell you that part. It just told you what the shit. And all types of other things. People usually
Everything you just said is
do I just like or do I just not get too about anything? Like do I just enjoy tricks? No, I do, bro. I do. Do I know the truth and say it, or do I know the truth and don't say shit? Because if I say something, people will hear it. I'm listening a lot from the heart thing, bro.
you get every voice speak. Bad shit. Bad, but
That's just one of my favorite rappers. Wayne was my one of my favorite songs.
Something like director of the United States. There's got to be like a there.
It like turns and it goes this way. No, you look at it, the legs like straight, like it's like it went right through the vent, or like a portal in the vent. You watch it. You let me know.
Some glow by his ear when he some glow back there. See it. Like see it. Some also glows in the background. Okay. So as he goes through, like he hears something, he sees, he just noticed something. He stops and just look that way. It's weird. Okay. Like, what? Nope. Pulled there. See it? Right there. Gone. It's like some
That man belongs. When the thing, he had the turtle and he caught in, but he lost his life. And they were taking it don't matter if you're black.
he it.
I don't think
Clean girl on TikTok. What?
Abandoned grave for free.
She goes up to everybody's grave. There was one where a teddy bear, one of my spirits, the spirits would usually jump into that teddy bear, and all the toys around it are dirty. So she took the teddy, and in one of the videos, she put the shovel in the ground, but she didn't see it. The roses, it jumped out of the plant box. Did that graves again? That would have been scary. It's probably a child because it's a teddy bear, right? Yes, exactly. And you can imagine with the shovel, she's probably playing with the shovel. Yeah.
Eastern spirituality into Western science. Martial artists of his time would die from this. Reports claiming that he died from a cerebral edema is only a half truth. The odds of him dying from that medication is millions to one. Claim that he died from hashish or cannabis, which has never happened to this day. In reality, he's probably closer that his cannabis was laced. Trouble began to emerge in Hong Kong. Chinese film producers that quote unquote. So the conflict escalated when Bruce Lee accepted the lead role. He was drawn to the way that to influence a different outlook of the Eastern world, which he surely has. See, Bruce couldn't be controlled. The triads pressured him to stop. In the U.S. studios, thus losing his golden goose. And Bruce was disrupting the power structure of the martial art film industry, using many stuntmen such as Jackie Chan in the international box offices, and they couldn't let that happen. So his first Hong Kong movie set, likely due to later, no cause and gave him a clean bill of health. He didn't say, but the moment he returned to Hong Kong, he mysteriously died in Betty Tang. On the day of his death, Majestic, which is just a combination wake up again. So it wasn't just a pill, but a combination of whatever fatal. Bruce Lee held many spiritual concepts of potential that started influencing the Western mindset. Mind in a single individual. Because if that happens, one asked. And if you think his death was an accident, what about his son? People in Hollywood history to be shot and killed. That both father and son would die in such highly unusual, improbable ways. It's clear, whatever the true cause was, should be remembered is how Bruce Lee lived his life is far more important than how he lost.
If you're white, black, Asian, Mexican, they don't care, bro. Truth getting out. So with that being said, other people for being different and you don't want to deal with them because you never had to deal with them, whatever around or controversial, you don't care about us, bro. We don't, society, body who talks about too much of the truth and start getting everybody. They can't look like you. Why? Like, it don't matter. Why did you close off other people begin what they look like? You choosing what they want you to do. People gotta make some plans, bro. So we gotta get at you. Yeah. We made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment. Whenever we try to upload, y'all know we coming with about 4 videos. Camera places when you like smart people who have this type of content, tap in with this content. Whatever the consists, wish was Smooth 7. I love y'all collective. You know what it is.
It was good, man. Was a beast. Shout out to you, dog. For real. I'm just getting back into this, but I mean, don't want nobody getting a big name and going against the grain and or being a pest to whatever they got going on. And what they got going on is putting the state over everybody's eyes, robbing them while they not looking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they can get away with. It's all about money and power, bro. And it's been the same people in power since the beginning of time, bro. And as hard as it is to believe, it's been people that's been here forever. They still here today. They still running this thing today. They ain't went nowhere. Same ones. You think that you could get to a certain spot? No, it's like that for a reason. It ain't better than us in no type of way. We know how to play the game because they've been here forever, and they put people in certain positions so other people can't get there. Gonna keep their people in powerful positions so they know who can come back up and who's getting through. They got gatekeepers, a real thing in every sports, movies, music. Keepers. If you are a threat or a threat to them or what they got going on, you ain't getting through the gate. I'm down with certain things, you ain't getting through the gate. So I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Cool with that. Always said like I did music out. I do music. I'm getting back into that too. Like I'm really good at it. What I do, but I would not sign with anybody. Like I know what my power is. I know how good I am. I know how smart I am. I can. But did I just go independent the whole way? I don't want to owe anybody anything or need a favor or favor. You know what I mean? Because just tell them what they can ask. You ain't finna have no power over me. I don't care who you are. Nobody will extort me, type of shit like that. Like, rather die. You have to kill me. That's the only thing I love. But yeah. But it's a good one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep them coming too. Uh, but y'all, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. gonna keep this thing rolling. Y'all keep a strong head. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head on the swivel while we going through this. It's gonna be a crazy year. We know it. So, comment down how y'all feel about this. Y'all like the video? Like it, share it, subscribe. Peace. Yeah, man, we'll get it next time.